are at St. Vincent's College. They put us up in a really nice room. I can't believe this. It's gorgeous. Very nice. It's just like over the top. Over the top. And he said, here's a little writing area if you want this. It's a turret. Yeah. Over the top. We stayed at St. Vincent's College. We were put in a wonderful room overnight. This is in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, where the Fred Rogers Center is. It was a beautiful day that day. We went walking, Nadine and I, just before we set off for Pittsburg. It was pretty nice for November. It was a beautiful day in Pittsburg, and we went to the Heinz Museum where the Fred Rogers exhibit was. Here I am at the Heinz Historical Center. Yeah, so this is Mr. Rogers. I found that story. Here I am at the Heinz Center. And we're at the set of Mr. Rogers. It's so amazing to be here. Something I watched for years, something based on Mr. Rogers. Kind of helped me in my childhood, and now to see the actual curtains and everything from the actual set. There's a wax figurine. It doesn't really, when the statue doesn't really do. Well, I'm not big on selfies, but I felt like I needed to do one with Fred Rogers. That may be the closest I get. We then went to the gravesite where Fred Rogers is. This is where the service was. And this is his final resting place with his wife, Joanne. We also had a wonderful Italian meal out in Pennsylvania. The next morning we got up, and Tom, our dear friend, helped orchestrate everything with going to the Fred Rogers Center. There's sweaters, all these artifacts. There's trolley. It was so surreal to be there in person to see these things. Just mind-blowing. Lady Elaine, the rough, and X the Owl, that's probably my first memory. And Prince Tuesday. King Friday, who controlling an OCD, and Queen Sarah, who's probably the most balanced of everybody. And of course, Daniel Tiger. Very relatable and lovable character. like you. Just the way you went that way. That's the attitude. You're the first We saw behind the scenes. It's quite interesting how hard he had to be working underneath things. Here is his house that he grew up in, and his grandparents' house. And I often wondered what it would be like to live in the neighborhood he lived in. We then went to a park where there's a statue in Latrobe as well. Wow, this was one of the highlights of my life. I am so grateful for his life.